Welcome to part 2 of our current look at the water supply situation in California. I mentioned in part 1 how we need to store water for use in the summers and to carry it over from year to year to account for the high year-to-year variability in precipitation that California has, and also that precipitation in Northern California is important because water is moved south for agriculture and for cities such as Los Angeles and San Diego. So what's been the impact of 3 dry years on our reservoirs? Well, here you can see that the big water supply reservoirs in Northern California, including Shasta, Oroville, and Folsom, are all around 50% of capacity, or between 50 and 75% of average for this time of year. If you look at the pool elevation of these reservoirs, you can see the cumulative impact of multiple dry years. Here's the elevation at Lake Shasta starting in April of 2012. Although the reservoir filled that year, it ended up much lower in 2013, and this year it reflects over 2 million acre-feet of storage below that of April 2012. That's a lot. You can see a similar trend at Lake Oroville and also at Lake Folsom. So we know the reservoirs have been drawn down over the past couple of years due to below normal precipitation, but we also have to look at what's expected to flow into the reservoirs this spring due to snowmelt. The snowpack isn't very big this year, but what do we expect to get? Well, our volume projections for the April to July runoff period show around 60% of average for Lake Shasta and around 40% of average for Oroville and Folsom. So the reservoirs won't recover much this year, and they'll be starting out relatively low next season. So to summarize, we've had 3 consecutive years of below normal precipitation. The major water supply reservoirs in Northern California have been drawn down. As a result, the spring snowmelt is only expected to yield about half of the normal runoff volume in Northern California, and it looks even worse for the San Joaquin and Tulare basins. So reservoirs will be low starting next year, and California will be vulnerable should another dry year occur.